actually at Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. If you've watched our channel, one of our greatest hunks of all time. If you don't know Connecticut, when you come in over the border, it was on 84, the sign actually says, "Welcome to Connecticut, world capital pizza, pizza capital
of the world." Yeah.
And if you know about pizza, Connecticut's it's up there.
Any chance that we can get to learn something from you guys or anybody, we're going to take the opportunity. We are on the road to a very cool weekend, actually, and we'll tell you a little bit about it. Getting out of our property, guys, is it's a fun little task. So when we had Nellie, 37 feet, it was tight, but we had it down. It was pretty easy. Now with almost 44 feet, and we have 4 major turns that we have to make within tiny little areas. And we're going like 2 inches where we're close to things. So the first time we left our property with Stella, it took us 90 minutes to get out of our driveway, turn around in our neighbor's driveway, and do these other 4 turns. 90 minutes. Today, it took us 24. So I am psyched. I'm learning. Izzy's learning. We're both learning that driving 44 feet and directing somebody who's driving 44 feet is way different than 37 feet. So I'm really excited about this, and hopefully we can cut it down even more.
So much we need to go over, we need to cover, but we do want to thank the sponsor of this video. It's going to be RV Snap-Pad. RV Snap-Pad makes permanent jack pads that go attached to your jack feet, and they're pretty awesome.
We had ours on Nellie for years. Right when we first got Nellie, was one of the first upgrades we've done. We actually have ours on order now for Stella. But some perks about RV Snap Pads, you have permanent jack pads installed at all times. It just makes things so much easier. They are going to give you increased stability for your landing feet. They're going to help protect those jack feet from any type of bending or damage. Many resorts and campgrounds are requiring you to have something on the bottom of those jack feet, and it can help if you're on soft surfaces, on sand or grass or whatever, and it just gives you more stability.
Now, a lot of people will use wooden blocks. Right now, we're not using wooden blocks because we are using these stack pads until our Snap pads come in, and these are rated for 40,000 pounds. Look how nice this looks. You know, here's the thing, like we're in a motorhome now. Like the wooden blocks don't look as good. Something like this, it complements it. It looks a lot nicer. It just looks nicer.
Snooty.
But these are great.
Does that sound snooty?
And here's the thing, these don't break down. They're made out of polymer, and they're adjustable.
Awesome.
So you can go like 2 inches fully thick, or you want to go a little bit small, and they stack on top of each other. They're made out of 100% recycled material in the USA, so it's made in the USA product. They're a huge supporter of our channel. If you go to rvsnappad.com, use the discount code
Endless10.
You always get 10% off. If you want more information on RV Snap Pads, we'll put the link and our discount code down below. We are headed out to eat. We had a long day. It's kind of like a jump from when we left the house to where we're at. So you didn't say where we're going. We're actually at Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. If you've watched our channel, one of our greatest punks of all time, our April Fool's joke, is when we did a video with Dave and his team and we bought the Dutch Star. If you didn't see that video, we'll link it up above. But Dave's a great guy. We've known him for years. Small family-owned dealership. They've been around for 40 plus years. They only sell new Newmars. They do get trades and some other things, but anything new inventory is Newmar. And he knows these coaches in and out. So he was kind enough when he saw we got Stella. He said, "Come up here. I know this thing's in and out. I'm going to give you like a full walkthrough where to find everything." We learned a ton. That's where we are right now in Danbury, Connecticut. Now, if you don't know Connecticut, when you come in over the border, it was on 84, the sign actually says, "Welcome to Connecticut, the world capital pizza, pizza capital
of the world." Yeah.
And if you know about pizza, Connecticut's it's up there. It's really hard to beat New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, that tri-state area. So, one of the best known places in Connecticut, it's Frank Pepe's Pizza. Now, I think the original one is in New Haven, but we're too far from New Haven. We're going to go to the offshoot. Dave says it's good. We've never tried it. It looks good. Got good reviews. That's where we're headed now because we're both really hungry.
So we ordered a large Pepe's salad and a large, what is it, original
Tomato pie with nuts.
with
New Haven style.
Staying in the tri-state area, nuts.
Brick oven, burnt. Gonna be good.
Okay, so it's good. I would give it like a 7.5. It's definitely not as good as the ones that we have in New Jersey. Now, there's different locations of Frank Pepe, so maybe the one in New Haven is better, and that's some of the reviews said that, but it's okay. Okay, piece number 2 is actually a lot better. Now, it's cooling off, and a lot of times we like pizza better when it's a little cooler, so maybe that's it. Yeah, it's felt like the first one needed salt. It was like lacking a little flavor, but this one is much better.
What a nice night it is. So, well, a couple things. It's very...
We have leftovers.
Yeah, there wasn't much left.
Definitely.
Well, here's a tip for people that are not
Pizza aficionados.
Yeah, connoisseurs. You got to let it cool off. So if it's coming right out of the oven, you got to let it settle for like 10 minutes, let everything kind of stiffen up.
Then it gets better.
Then, yeah, because if it's burning your face and it's like lava, it's not enjoyable. So I would come back. We gave it like an 8.2,
I definitely would too. But you just got to wait the 10 minutes before you dig in.
So Dave's RV Center also is a harvest host, so we're staying. You can see Stella right behind us.
Yeah.
So if you stay here, 50/30 is full hookup plus access to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think there's a fee for the
I think it's
electric
$50
hookups.
a night for everything.
Yeah,
But you're right off the highway. Restaurants here, so it's very convenient. And then we're going to be doing a couple of videos. They have this nice 24 Ventana here. This is a 4037. It's actually a really nice coach.
Yeah.
Super clean. I know they're going to give an aggressive price trying to get that out of here. But it's a brand new coach. Sitting here. Great place. Great service center. Helped us out with a bunch of stuff. We got some parts that we're going to be doing. And we're happy to be up here.
Today was very helpful. Any chance that we can get to learn something from you guys or anybody, we're going to take the opportunity. And Dave was so gracious to have us up here for the weekend and spend some time with us with our coach. As Izzy had mentioned earlier, he knows new Mars in and out. And again, this is our first diesel. So he gave us a lot of good tips.
The drain poles for the air tanks, I couldn't find them. Pointed those out. Good to go on that. Some important maintenance stuff, where the oil filter's located, where the drain plug's located, the fuel water separator, how to drain that, the fuel filter, how to deal with that, the air filter, the air dryer. I'm not going to mess with that. That's apparently a really difficult job where it's located. But all those other ones I'm going to be doing myself. I know when they changed the oil down at RV Max, they brought it to a local place. I saw the bill was $650. I'm not paying $650 for oil change. I'll be doing that myself. I know exactly how to do it. Also, the hydronic heating, how it functions, how to change the fluid, where the filter is, where the summer loop pump is, all the access panels. This is stuff that we just didn't know. It's very, very helpful. Also, they fixed for us the wiper arms. We had a little bit of crack in the vent as far as the cowling on there. They replaced that. They got the kick panel on our vacuum to work. That was fixed.
The courtesy light in the bedroom.
Yeah, there's so a bunch of very, very minor things, but I was able to see them do it. As far as our freshwater tank sensor, it wasn't ever showing full, so they diagnosed that, and I was able to see how they diagnosed that. It needs new sensors. They ordered that. I'll put that on. And then we had an issue with the shade. Apparently the shade loses memory. It's a common thing. Well, there is a programming switch that I didn't know about. got that to work also.
We've known Dave for a while. I don't think we realized how much Dave actually knew.
Oh, he knows these things. He knows exactly where everything is on the coach. Like, oh no, it's here,
Yeah,
here.
what a big help. And again, he didn't have to do this. Like, you know,
Oh, he volunteered it.
we've known the guy for a few years. He's a great guy, great dealer. Again, we always, on our channel, we do like to highlight really good dealers. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of not so good dealers, but a lot of these smaller dealers that we highlight on our channel are really, really good, and he's just another one of them.
So yeah, the difference is like they're RVers. They've been doing it for a long time, and like I said earlier, they only do Newmar. So if you're in this area, like this northeast area, and you're looking for a Newmar, new, used, like he knows this stuff. He knows
He does.
how these things operate, where everything's going, even up to like where the override is for our HWH. How to override them when they go bad, how to override the slide, how, you know, mechanism, you need to push it in manual, like all those things. We want to thank Jim Stafford, one of our subscribers, who actually tagged this company and they sent us this out. I didn't know about this. But if you're traveling with pets, small kids, you have air brakes, you know, if you push that in, basically you're going to start rolling because there's no park in a diesel motorhome. So this company's called Stop Knob. They are like pet and child proof. It's very easy to change this, at least on our motorhome. So I'm going to do it real quick and show you how this works. So this is our air brake. We push that. I mean, we're on the jacks right now. We won't roll, but theoretically you could. So there's just a little spring-loaded thing in there. I'm going to push it in, pull the old one out, and then I'll just kind of line this up the way I want. And I'll push this back in and get it to click in, and that's it. So what's nice about this, right now I'm in the park position. So if I don't want anybody, small kid or pet, to accidentally push that, like over here now, I can't push this in. It's not going to allow me to push in. And then when I'm ready to take the parking brake off, all I do is bring it back up and then I could push in. This is really a peace of mind. If you have, again, small kids, you have pets, they like to come up, they can usually push that, and now your motorhome's rolling. You have 45,000 pounds rolling. You want more information about Stop Knob? They're not a sponsor of our channel. They did send it out to us, but that's pretty awesome, and it looks cool, right? Like,
yeah, it looks
good. I never understood why they used the yellow. I'm sure truckers out there will let us know. But why not the red? Because that's super important, right? Red dead, like something important. We'll keep this as a spare, but that's going to be our new go-to right there. This was a long but productive day. We learned a lot, like I said earlier. So tomorrow, we'll be doing some videos. It seems like every time we go on a trip, because we haven't been in the motorhome that much, we're trying to get something done, like, oh, this little upgrade here. I was trying to install the dash cam, however, I don't have the proper cable.
Today was Bowser's first day on the motorhome because it's been in repair and here and there, so he's adapting very quickly, as you can see.
Loving his, he loved the visitors. I did learn something. We have a new washer at home, and we're going to install it ourselves. We were dreading a little bit. I had measured the door out. I was pretty sure it was going to fit, but we're dreading, is this going to be able to go out the door? So I asked Dave, can this washer? He said, yeah, it'll go right out the door. On the flip side, that refrigerator is like, nope, that refrigerator is going to go out the door. Probably going to go out the windshield. So if you have a problem, get a repair guy to just rebuild the whole thing inside the motorhome. It's going to be way easier and cheaper than trying to get a new fridge in.
Tonight is also going to be the first night that we try out our dishwasher. We haven't used it yet on the road, so we're about to say, let's give it a shot, especially since we have full hookups. I'm not worried about water.
Now that I have some free time, we're on Nelly. We got a bunch of things. We're on Stella. We got a bunch of things fixed, and I've been touching up a couple things I've been meaning to get to. So I know MJ was complaining about this. Our screen, it had like a huge bubble in it, remember? Mm-hmm. So I kind of had to take it apart and shove everything back. It's actually working really good. Everything's back. It was just out of track. It's weird. And then this tape, I put some new tape down here, some foam tape so it doesn't vibrate. So this is back on track.
That looks nice.
Okay, we have that fixed. And then Dave was kind enough to, he had this laying around in his shop. You remember on our old motorhome we had this thing, but
that's going in the garbage. That's pretty old.
But he had this laying around in the shop, this beautiful Newmar carpet that he gifted us.
It looks so nice.
Now, it's not an exact fit. It's actually from a Ventana, but it's pretty good.
But it looks so nice.
Right. So yeah, it fits. It looks really good. They were kind enough to make a couple of repairs here. So if I don't know if you remember, but on our vent, the cowling had a crack right over here. So they have parts laying around everywhere. They fixed that for us, so that's nice. The courtesy light over by MJ's side was out. They fixed that also. Again, not a big deal. This thing went out the other day, and what's nice is that they were fixing it, but I was watching them, so I'm learning a lot how this stuff works. So let's turn the lights out in here. This was working when we picked up, and then it stopped working, the kick panel. That's just a little flip wire switch, very easy to fix.
Now it's working.
That's working. Oh, our wiper arms. So one of our wiper arms were bent. So the blade wasn't flat on the window. He saw that immediately. He had wiper arms inside, put two new not new, but like
newer
used wiper, but straight ones. We actually have two wiper arms coming in, but they're on back order. So that was done also. This was also very kind of Dave. They fabricate stuff here, so he made us some step covers out of some custom material he has. These are custom fitted, and they Velcro right on, so we have some nice step covers, new carpet. And it was also able to pick up some new marker lights, so those I'll be putting on. Flies keep coming in here. I'll be putting those on because we have two of them that are kind of going out. He said just change all 5 because you're going to change one. Then I look right. We got 5 new ones. Those will be going on also.
Hey Bowser, you wanna go? You wanna go? You wanna go for a walk? Ooh!
And then over on our left, there's a Mexican restaurant. There's a Chili's. There's a Taco Bell.
And apparently a phenomenal steakhouse. That I heard about.
And then within a mile, there's just, probably 100 different places to eat. There's just everything you want. There's a Dunkin' Donuts up there.
There's a Walmart right down the street.
That's walking distance also.
Yeah. So the cool thing here, as we've said previously, is you have all these motorhomes to check out, and believe me, we've been doing it. If there's motorhomes to check out, we are there. But in a couple days, we're going to be giving you a full detailed tour on one of these coaches that is an absolute steal.
Price to sell.
Steal. So you're going to want to stay tuned in a couple days because you're not going to want to miss that video.
So over my left shoulder, 24 Ventana 4037. It's 2024, 900 miles on it. It's still going to have the full factory warranty. It's an identical floor plan to our motorhome. It's just shrunken down. So the kitchen, living room placement's exactly the same. Bathroom, in the rear, half bath, it's all the same. Beautiful light finish inside. I know Tom and Missy.
I was just going to say, Tom and Missy.
Tom, if you're watching this, I don't know about the plan.
The plan. This may not fit the plan, but
fit the plan. This one's not going to last long. And then over here, this is a 24, I believe. Maybe a 24 or 25 Ventana. This is a 4340 floor plan. This was actually an executive at Newmar's coach. Dave bought it. So it's in very good condition, low mileage. This one's also available for sale.
This has a nice contrast. You got the light furniture with the darker cabinets.
The dark cabinet, large inside. And then of course the best all-time seller, 4369. This is a 25 4369 with the light, like that black and white outside, very light interior. We just went inside of it. It's really nice. I'll show you some of the bays on here. This is why we love the 4369. This is why it's one of the best sellers in the RV industry, because you have massive amounts of storage on here. Like, just look at this amount of storage. And it just keeps going.
We have a lot of room still available for hashtag stuff on ours. Yeah.
Oh, this one has even more. They have 3 full bays here. And going. So this is, if we watched other videos when we did the video we're talking about, for I think 25, they started putting all the wiring, which they cleaned up the wiring, looks awesome. However, you lost the pegboard. So we want your feedback. Do you like the clean wiring where you can see everything nice and neat? Or do you like that pegboard?
We love the pegboard at this
Pegboard's
point
nice.
because you have that whole thing filled up. It looks great.
Why can't we have both? And of course they get used consignments once in a while. These guys are Newmar specialists. This is all they sell new. They do get some other brands from time to time that they'll sell used or consign. But if you want that small dealership where you buy a motorhome and you have the owner's cell phone and you call them when there's a problem, this is the dealership to come to. So we'll put their information down below. And so far, well, we love being around RVs. Getting dinner ready. Large salads. Last night was a throwaway night with what we did last night at pizza. But tonight we got large salads. And then MJ made this the other day. This is just noodles with vegetables in it. Very simple.
So good.
So
With a little soy sauce, some sesame oil.
yeah, and then I have, MJ doesn't want any. I have some leftover.
No, I am going to have a little.
Oh, you are?
Just a little
I'll
bit,
open the
yeah.
Next envelope. There's not much left in here. So we got this Tasty Bite all natural sauteed eggplant tomatoes.
Why don't you say where we heard about this from?
Our friend Sachin Shah from RV Max. If you didn't know, he's Indian. Although you wouldn't know from the accent. But he turned us on to these things. So these are all actually all made in India.
They're
I love Indian
so
food.
good.
They have all different ones.
I love the chickpea and potato
Yeah,
one.
They got vegetables, eggplant, like all different
So
types.
good.
And they're not expensive. They're super easy, minimal ingredients. So we'll warm that up. We'll have that on the side. Get ready to wrap up and go. So people ask, what are these things? They see them in the videos. These are slide roller floor protectors for the slide rollers. And you can see they're marked out already. They go into a little notch here. These are a little beaten up, these rollers. We probably need some new ones. But what happens when this floor comes up, the rollers will be on here and not on the floor. So we're able to keep the floor.
And this floor is in fabulous shape.
This roller's kind of shot. I'm going to have to use this for the other side.
No cracks in the tile or anything.
in
It's
good
been,
shape.
yeah. We
So
want to
we're
keep
gonna
it. We want to keep it that way.
Yeah, the little marks are already here for where the slides are, which is nice. So the nice thing is staying here, it is full hookups. So we'll be able to dump. We don't have to do that when we get home. It wasn't supposed to rain, but it looks like it's going to rain.
There's a thunderstorm coming very soon.
It'll be great. I'll have to drive home in that. But we don't have too far of a drive.
I don't think it's going to last that long.
No, I hope not. We only have about, 78 miles, less than 80 miles. So it shouldn't be too bad.
We got a lot of good video. We had some good fun. We gained a lot of knowledge, which was really the point of coming here.
Mm-hmm.
And, we really want to thank Dave for helping us so much. Again, anyone that we can learn from, we want to do that. And we're going to continue to do that as we move forward.
I'm ready to change oil. It's
Yeah?
actually very easy.
Yeah.
I actually think it's going to be easier than it was on Nelly, because everything is right there.
Yeah.
Just a lot more volume. So we have a trip coming up in a couple weeks. We have a run up in North Jersey, the area. Supposed to get 4 days of 100 degrees or more. Now it doesn't really get that hot where we live because there's a lot of trees. Probably in the 90s though. So up early, hibernate during the day, and then at night you come back out again. In the comments below, let us know what is your favorite harvest host. These trips, this wasn't really a camping trip.
No,
this is more of a knowledge trip. But I was just telling MJ, it's an easy ride home. It's not 4 hours.
Right,
Easy.
and also it wasn't a camping trip, but it was also another shakedown trip. We're still shaking down, you know what I mean? Like, we're still learning, we're still finding things that we may need to address and things like that.
Well, we had our first trip where we understood the Oasis system.
Fully.
Like, we didn't get hot, cold,
Fully.
we fully understand how this thing works now.
Remember, we're diesel newbies, so we're learning fast.
If you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put our RV DIY playlist. We'll also put our RV travel vlogs playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime. And we'll see you on the road.